Hey everyone, welcome back to Becoming Rise. Today we're diving into something incredibly important, recession-proof skills. What Gen Z must learn before it's too late. There's a saying I love, prepare for hard times when things are good. And guess what? This is exactly that moment. The job market is shifting faster than TikTok trends. Automation is creeping into every industry. And those skills we learned in school? They're becoming obsolete at lightning speed. But don't worry. Today, I'm sharing the skills that every Gen Z needs to equip themselves with right now to not just survive, but thrive in whatever economic climate lies ahead. Before we dive into specific skills, let's face reality for a minute. According to recent reports, unemployment rates for young people are higher than other age groups. Major companies are constantly cutting staff. Interview processes are getting more brutal with more rounds. And starting salaries? Not keeping up with the skyrocketing cost of living. I have a friend who graduated with honors last year, sent over 200 job applications in 3 months, and only landed 5 interviews. 5 interviews, and this is someone with good credentials who had interned at a major company. But this isn't a doom and gloom podcast. It's a wake-up call that the job market is changing dramatically, and we need to adapt quickly. The question isn't whether a recession will come, it's when it will come. And when it does, people with irreplaceable skills will be the last to get laid off and the first to get hired. So what are those skills? Let's break them down. The ability to understand and write basic code isn't optional anymore. It's become a fundamental survival skill for Gen Z. And I'm not saying you need to become a professional developer. I'm talking about understanding enough code to 1. Automate repetitive tasks in your job. 2. Analyze data more efficiently. 3. Communicate effectively with technical teams. 4. Solve problems in a structured way. For example, my friend Hannah works in marketing. She spent a month learning basic Python and created a small script that automates her email marketing campaign analysis. This saved her 5 hours every week and made her the only person on her team who could do this. When her company cut 15% of staff last month, guess who was kept on? Even if you just learn basic HTML and CSS, you can edit websites yourself instead of hiring freelancers. Learn some JavaScript, and you can create simple interactions on web pages. Where to start? FreeCodeCamp.org has excellent free courses. Codecademy has interactive classes. Harvard's CS50 on edX is the best intro to programming course I've ever seen, and it's completely free. And remember, the goal isn't to become an expert, but to know enough to automate your work and create unique value. The second skill, and perhaps the most important right now, is the ability to work effectively with AI, especially writing smart prompts. This isn't just typing questions into ChatGPT. Prompt engineering is a deep skill that helps you strategically leverage AI tools to their maximum potential. Just in the past 6 months, I've seen 2 Gen Z friends get hired as AI prompt specialists with starting salaries of $85,000 per year. This is a completely new position that didn't exist before 2023. If you're good at prompt engineering, you can 1. Create high-quality content 10x faster. 2. Automate complex data analysis. 3. Troubleshoot technical issues even if you're not an expert. 4. Generate design mockups, code, and marketing strategies. My friend Michael uses prompt skills to automate 80% of his daily emails, create meeting summaries, and even helped him rewrite his resume. He saves over 15 hours each week and uses that time to learn new skills and develop his side hustle. How to get good at prompting. Learn to use chain of thought, asking the AI to think step by step. Practice few-shot learning, giving specific examples of what you want. Understand concepts like temperature and top_v when using APIs. Learn to create reusable prompt templates for daily tasks. Remember, the best people in this field don't just know how to write prompts. They understand how AI models work and their limitations. The third skill every Gen Z needs is personal finance literacy. And no, this isn't a boring subject. It's the key to having freedom in your life. The sad reality is, 78% of American workers are living paycheck to paycheck. That means if they lose their job, they only have enough money to live for a few weeks or months. That's an extremely vulnerable position. Personal finance isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about building a solid foundation so you can 1. Have an emergency fund to handle unexpected situations. 2. Reduce unnecessary debt. 3. Optimize your cash flow so you always have money to invest in yourself. 4. Understand how compound interest works over time. My mentee Taylor started saving 10% of her income every month 2 years ago. She now has a 6-month emergency fund and is beginning to invest small amounts in safe assets. When her company announced layoffs, she was the only one in her friend group not freaking out about making next month's rent. What to learn *. How to create a simple but effective budget. Automatic saving strategies. Understanding good debt versus bad debt. How to start investing with small amounts. How to build good credit. And trust me, learning these things at 20 is worth many times more than learning them at 30. The fourth skill Gen Z needs to master is basic investing. And no, I'm not talking about speculating on crypto or penny stocks to get rich quick. I'm talking about building assets sustainably over time. The reality is, a salary job will never be enough for you to achieve financial freedom. You need to learn how to make money work for you through investing. The amazing thing is you don't need a lot of money to start. With just $50 a month, you can begin building your portfolio. The problem is most Gen Z were never taught how to do this. I know James, who started investing $100 a month when he was 22. Now at 25, he has a portfolio worth over $5,000, not a huge amount, but it's a great start, and more importantly, he's developed the habit of regular investing. What to learn about investing *. Understanding different asset types, stocks, bonds, ETFs, the power of dollar-cost averaging and compound interest, how to diversify to minimize risk, investment psychology and how to control emotions, long-term versus short-term investment strategies. You don't need to become Warren Buffett, but understanding the basics will put you in a better position than 90% of your peers. Now, here's the exciting part. Each of these skills is powerful alone, but when you combine them, they create a synergistic effect. Consider this. You use coding skills to create a tool that automatically analyzes your monthly spending. You apply AI prompt skills to generate high-quality content for your side hustle. You use personal finance knowledge to optimize your cash flow, freeing up more money to invest. You invest that money wisely, creating passive income streams. This is how the smartest young people are building recession-proof lives. My friend Olivia did exactly this. She learned to code to automate most of her office work, freeing up 10 to 15 hours weekly. She used that time to develop a technical writing side hustle, using AI to boost productivity. Income from the side hustle went into ETF investments. Within 18 months, she built a $10,000 portfolio and has $400 to $500 in monthly passive income. Even if she lost her main job tomorrow, she would still have 1. Technical skills to find a new job. 2. An operating side hustle. 3. Passive income from investments. 4. An emergency fund to get through the rough patch. That's real freedom, and it all starts with developing these recession-proof skills. So, my Gen Z friends, this isn't about learning all these skills at once. It's about starting with one skill, mastering it, then moving to the next. Begin by dedicating 30 minutes each day to learning one of these skills. Within 90 days, you'll be in a better position than 95% of your peers. And remember, there's no better time to start than right now. The economy might get rough in the coming years, but it will also create unprecedented opportunities for those who are prepared. The future belongs to those who don't just learn what's taught in school, but equip themselves with the skills the market actually values. So here's my question for you. What skill are you currently learning? Drop a comment with the name of the course you're taking. I always read and respond to every comment. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend who needs to hear this. Remember, we rise by lifting others.